Guys, this is Rohit from Salesforce Jungle. This is the part 2 of interview skills. So now we are going to discuss about how to drive your interview according to you. अब आप कहोगे सर ये क्या नहीं बोला है कि यार हाउ टू ड्राइव योर इंटरव्यू अकॉर्डिंग टू यू। आपको क्या लगता है कि इंटरव्यू कैसे क्लियर होते हैं? वो क्वेश्चन पूछता है और आप आंसर देते हो ऐसे क्लियर होते हैं? नहीं, इंटरव्यू तब क्लियर होते हैं जब आपके डिजायर्ड क्वेश्चन सामने वाले पूछते हैं। अब आप कहोगे ऐसा कैसे पॉसिबल है? हम कौन सा कोई तांत्रिक है? तांत्रिक होने की बात नहीं है। आपने सुना होगा 5 राउंड होते हैं, 6 राउंड होते हैं गूगल के अंदर। चाहे आप किसी भी कंट्री में हो, किसी भी जोन में हो, किसी भी कंपनी के अंदर इंट्रोडक्शन दे रहे हो, कुछ भी दे रहे हो, इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो, व्हाटएवर यू आर डूइंग, उसमें काफी एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं जो आपको पता होना चाहिए। उसमें से सबसे बड़ा एस्पेक्ट है कि सामने वाले को इस तरीके से क्वेश्चन का आंसर देना कि सामने वाला आपका जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला है आपका प्रेफर्ड क्वेश्चन में से एक हो, जो टॉपिक आपने पढ़ा है उसमें से ही क्वेश्चन पूछे। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अब ये पॉसिबल कैसे है ये आपको मैं इस वीडियो के अंदर बताऊं। हमेशा हम ये सोचते हैं कि आउट ऑफ बॉक्स क्वेश्चन ना आ जाए। हमेशा हम ये सोचते हैं कि इंटरव्यूअर कहीं वहां ना ले जाए जहां मतलब हमें हमारा पता ही नहीं हमें ये चीज पॉसिबल है सेल्सफोर्स के अंदर या नहीं। और 90% लोग, चाहे वो एक्सपीरियंस डेवलपर है चाहे वो फ्रेशर डेवलपर है, वो ये चीज को एनालाइज नहीं कर पाता कि नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है। जब आप एक्सपीरियंस हो जाते हो ना, 5 to 6 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस, आपने देखा होगा उनके 4-4, 5-5 राउंड होते हैं और ऐसे निकलते हैं, क्योंकि सामने वाला 10 साल एक्सपीरियंस होता है और आप 5 साल एक्सपीरियंस होते हैं और उसको भी पता है कि ये बंदा खिलाड़ी है मार्केट में। और अगर उसने 5 साल में एक ही कंपनी के अंदर काम किया तो उसको पता है बिल्कुल भी खिलाड़ी नहीं है, इसको कैसे भी दबा सकते हैं। लेकिन अगर उसी बंदे ने मल्टीपल कंपनीज के अंदर काम किया होगा तो उसका बहुत एक्सपीरियंस होगा इंटरव्यूज के साथ और उसको पता है कि सामने वाला क्या पूछना चाहता है, क्या पूछेगा, और थोड़ा बहुत 70% हिंट होगा। ये पॉसिबल कैसे हो जाए मैं आपको बता दूं। सामने वाले की सबसे पहली मानसिकता ये होगी कि जो भी उसने जेडी दिया है वो आप पढ़ के आए, और जो भी आपने सीवी दिया है वो उसने भी पढ़ लिया है और आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह आता है। और जब आप एक्सपीरियंस जाते हैं, चाहे फ्रेशर जाते हैं एक्सपीरियंस जाते हैं, तो हम एटलीस्ट सीवी तो पढ़ के जाते हैं, चाहे जेडी हमने थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर से पढ़ा हो। तो हमेशा जब भी सबसे पहला स्टेप क्या है इसके अंदर, व्हेनेवर यू गेटिंग कॉल फ्रॉम द कंपनी, any company, any HR, outsider, or maybe you have applied, you might not have applied in that company, ask HR to get a JD and match that JD with your CV and get all the points noted down that are out of box for you in that particular JD. और ये मान के चलो उसमें 70% ही पूछेगा, पूरा नहीं पूछेगा वो। And whatever information is quite unique for you, try to grab that information within couple of hours from the internet so that the interviewer will get to know that you know something from whatever they have mentioned in the JD. And the second point, the second step, very basic but very important step is you should know about the company achievements, company recent project, company recent news, and company's behavior with the employees. These 4 to 5 things that you should know about the company, because these all information is required so that you can trick a interviewer and ask and provoke them to ask whatever you want them. So how it is possible? That is very important. So whenever somebody is asking you, because I am a Salesforce developer, I am working with the Salesforce things, and I am going to deal with only Salesforce right now. But I have, my journey starts as a full stack developer, so I'm quite familiar with the IT thing. So this starts with the basic things. I already told you, when you're starting some studies with the Salesforce or AWS, something like that, you need to start with some basic coding languages like Java, C++, something like that. So always in technology, you should know these technologies. First of all, the first step is how interviewer is looking forward for you. They will read your CV when you're introducing yourself. First step, introduction. He can ask the first question from introduction. Tell me something about this project. Let's suppose he asked something about your project. Now he asked something about your service project. Tell me, like you have mentioned, Rohit, that there is service cloud that you have worked on. Tell me what all companies you have deal with or what kind of businesses you have deal with. So I want them to ask something critical in the service cloud that I know. So I'm going to give them the overview of service cloud. So I have, service cloud is basically grabbing the cases from the multiple platform from wherever, cases are coming or tickets have been released. But there are different allocation system for the cases to be distributed to the different teams and zones. So when I'm going to, I want to push this point because I know everything about how allocation works in the service cloud. Now to push this particular point, I want to tell more about this point. So basically service cloud is grabbing cases and allocating the cases. So allocation of cases is very important. We have multiple platforms, functionalities for the service cloud to be allocated to the different teams, and it also depends upon the team size, the company size, and whatever the company is selling or what services or a product. It totally depends upon that. And if there is any different model with respect to services, we need to ask, we need to cover up that. I have already mentioned in the CV, you can check it out. If I say this point, he will be understanding that he has a little bit knowledge on Service Cloud. Let's open this guy. Okay, tell me, Rohit, something, what all functionality you have done in the Service Cloud. Tell me something about it. He's going to ask the second question. Then I'm going to tell him the points. Okay, so we have done the assignment rule. This is the prospect and agenda of creating assignment rule. This is the backend functionality. This is the front end functionality. And this is how we're going to deal with that. Next, we have, live chat. Next, we have something called omni-channel, something, exploring more. In omnichannel, we have a 3 type of omnichannel, external ID, how it works, coding, without coding, flows and all. Now, I don't want to explain him the coding part. I want to focus more on the flows. So I'll particularly telling him about the difficult part of the Service Cloud and the functionality that I'm working on and the non-coding part. If I go in the coding part, he will rip me off if I don't know that. So you should know what you want to put it inside his mind before ending this particular question. So before ending, I told him everything about Service Cloud and its functionality. Now in ending, I want to tell the preferable way of doing or creating an omni-channel is by. Now why it is preferable, Rohit? What are the limitations? What are the advantages? Tell me something about it. Where you have implemented that? You told you have implemented this. Where you have implemented? Assignment rule. How it has been allocated? If you're telling something about the background of assignment rule, how you have allocated that? And how you have improved the business with this particular functionality. So now he goes deep inside that functionality. If I am speaking something about the functionality, he is going to point out that. So this is the way you can provoke him to ask the question that I want. That is how experienced developer crack the interview in very simple way. This is how we crack the interview, you can say. Thank you for watching this video. I think you get a better idea how, or you can say the better picture, how you can deliver the answer and deliver in a way so that next question will be your question. And if you want to divert the particular topic to another topic, then you can add that topic at the end of the answer, so that interviewer will ask something about the new topic and make him jump to the new topic after every 2 questions, because he will get bored in that particular topic if you go inside, and there might be chances you don't have better information for that particular topic deep inside. So make sure cover the top and at the end add the new topic. Thank you guys for watching this video. In next video we'll be covering more interviews question and more interviews ethics, how to deal with the interviews and technical interviews in the 3rd session. Thanks for watching this video. If you are new to the Salesforce and looking for the job opportunities, do join our Instagram channel and WhatsApp group. It's free for everybody. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.